morning. Good morning. Thank you all so much for being here in Bellevue with us today. I'm Lauren Connolly. I'm the Director of Economic Development for Allegheny County, and I have the honor of welcoming you and kicking us off today on behalf of our ACED team. I want to thank all of you. We know how busy you are. We know how much work you have underway in your communities. Thank you for making the time and space to join us this morning. I know we have a lot of local elected officials, community organizations, practitioners here with us. I do want to thank especially Senator Fontana's office, Representative Frankel's office, and Representative Benham's office who are represented here today. We have a really strong partnership with the state that allows us to do so much of the work we do, and you will hear from Representative Kincaid here in a few minutes. So with that, and to kick us off, it is my honor to introduce County Executive Sarah Innamorato, whose leadership has helped turn all of your ideas that we heard about over the past year into a real countywide initiative, Main Street Allegheny, that is reaching communities of every size across Allegheny County.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is so awesome to be here, specifically in Bellevue, which I say is kind of like my adopted Main Street. I grew up over in Ross Township. I was a patient at Bellevue Pediatrics. We got every single cake for every single special occasion at Lincoln Bakery, RIP. I lived down the street and we were at Joe's Rusty Nail all the time getting breakfast. So it just feels like a homecoming. So thank you all for being a part of it. And thank you, Bellevue, for being a tremendous host. This is really, when I look around, like this is the type of momentum that we need to be able to support our main streets throughout Allegheny County. And I want to thank some of our folks who made today's event happen. So of course, our mayor in Bellevue, Bree Erskine, who is working diligently to make Bellevue a place that really shines for everyone here. To Allegheny County Council District member Jordan Boda, for his support of Main Streets, not only here in Bellevue in his district, but throughout Allegheny County. Of course, Representative Kincaid, who has her district office right down the street. And really all the other local officials who have come out today from Bellevue and beyond. Thank you for the work that you do in your communities each and every day. And also thank you to all the small business owners and the volunteers and the people who think of really creative events that make Pittsburgh and our communities really great and accessible. So when we launched Main Street Allegheny in the spring, I really made a promise. And that promise was that we were going to walk the talk, that we were going to put real money into programs this year. And that's what we're doing. And we were going to do it in a way that cut the red tape and bureaucracy and did it effectively and efficiently. And our team pledged to work with you to get those funds awarded and to get this program moving. And today we're showing what that means. We have so many beautiful communities here in Allegheny County with main streets and business districts that really give our neighborhoods their character. Think about it. Our main streets are gathering places. They anchor us, and they deserve to thrive. And I'm proud to announce that since April, Main Street Allegheny has awarded nearly $800,000 to support 52 community events and district improvements. And very soon, that's going to reach 1 million people across our region. So think about what that looks like on the ground. It's the Three Rivers Arts Festival downtown. It's Open Streets Pittsburgh and Lawrenceville. It's Juneteenth celebrations in Wilkinsburg and Pittsburgh communities. It's the Duquesne Community Festival and the Steel Valley Strides event in the Mon Valley. It's Homewood Cultural Pop-Up Market. It's Barrel and Flow. It's the Mount Oliver Summer Event Series. And it's right here in Bellevue at the Bellevue Night Market. So these are real events impacting real people and bringing communities and small businesses together to really create a dynamic community. And I see so many of you here today who run these events, who show up for the community day in and day out, year after year. So thank you again for that work that you do. And today I'm proud to announce our very first Main Street. That's our map with all of the events. It wanted to be acknowledged. So this is the map of all of the events that we've sponsored through Main Street Allegheny. But today we have another exciting announcement. I'm proud to announce our very first Main Street Allegheny implementation grant awardees. So we have awarded $1.4 million to 22 municipalities across the county. These are implementation grants that help our communities take on the bigger work, the physical improvements and the revitalization projects that transform a commercial corridor. This is capital going directly into the places that need it. So our districts don't just host great events, but they get stronger in the long term. And you can see these projects taking shape across Allegheny County. It's the Blawnox Business District Enhancement Project. It's the Westinghouse Avenue streetscape in the Turtle Creek Valley. It's the Etna Business District Gateway Revitalization along the Bridge and Freeport Streets. It's Activate Alley A in Aspinwall. It's the Duquesne Placemaking Murals in the Mon Valley. It's the Palmer Street Parklet in Swissville. It's the Millville Communities Libraries Main Street Enhancement Project. It's the Bridgeville 125th Anniversary Downtown Sculpture. And it's right here in Bellevue. It's the Lincoln Avenue Streetscape and Regional Marketing Strategy. So it's going to be sidewalks that are right over here, which is going to be great. So I'm so excited that the county can be a partner in advancing all of these capital investments in partnership with everyone that I mentioned and so much more. And that's not all, folks, but there's more to Main Street Allegheny. It's a multi-pronged and comprehensive approach for all. And I'm proud to say that our Technical Assistance Program application is now open, which is another component of the Main Streets program. So these are communities who want to partner and plan to make a roadmap to actually invest and get to the point where they're getting the money to do the capital projects and all of that. So the Main Street Allegheny Technical Assistance Program pairs communities with qualified consultants to provide hands-on support to plan, organize, and implement successful Main Street revitalization strategies. And that's it. I mean, that's the work we're doing. So that application is open now. But really just know that this is a reflection of the work that you're doing. This is us and Allegheny County not leading but following your lead and being a proactive partner. You told us what you needed help with, and we worked with you to design a program that connects you with the capacity and the assistance that you need and the flexibility, in addition to working with businesses within your district that support what they need as well. So I really want to thank our team at the Allegheny County Economic Development who worked on this project, our Redevelopment Authority Board of Directors who voted on this to allocate the monies to really connect those dollars with building thriving, active, connected, and inclusive Main Streets for everyone. And just know that this is real money into Main Streets across the county this year. And that was our promise, and this is us keeping that promise. And I will say again that none of this happens without partnership. I say the governing is a team sport, and really it takes all of us. It takes elected leaders and volunteers and community folks and business owners, and really all of us bringing new energy, respecting the legacy of our Main Streets and building them for the future. So thank you for your ideas and for your energy and for your belief in Allegheny County and making it the best place it can possibly be for everyone. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. And please join me in welcoming the Mayor of Bellevue, Mayor Bree Erskine.
Thank you so much. I want to just begin by welcoming everyone to Bellevue. Thank you so much. It's our sincere pleasure to have you all here this morning. And thank you to the county executive, her office, and everyone at the Allegheny County Economic Development for choosing Bellevue as a partner community in this work. Chances are you've probably read about Bellevue in a local publication, or you've come across Bellevue on your social media scrolling. But as you arrived here today, I hope that you were able to feel and see for yourself the momentum that we've been building for over a decade. You are currently in the heart of Bellevue, and you've likely already walked on a sidewalk impacted by our Streetscapes project. And in just a little bit, you're going to walk through where ADA sidewalk improvements will help make our business district more accessible for everyone. And around the corner is where the night market is held, and we are currently standing where Santa will arrive in December for Light Up Night, drawing thousands of people to Bellevue's Main Street, Lincoln Avenue. The investments that we are celebrating today, more than $200,000 worth of investments, thank you so much. We are celebrating these today where these investments meet Bellevue where it already has strength. A walkable Main Street, fantastic, passionate, and incredible active small businesses, and community events that people consistently show up for. The Sidewalk Award ensures that accessibility is preserved for our seniors, those with disabilities or injuries, and for families with strollers. And let's be honest, ADA upgrades improve all of our lives for the better. Grants for the night market and Light Up Bellevue help keep these events affordable and sustainable to run. And odds are, when you think of Bellevue, an image of Lincoln Avenue right here comes to mind. The Lincoln Avenue streetscape work addresses real and visible needs on the street that carries the bulk of foot and business traffic through the borough. You've already heard the trucks. And let's not forget, Bellevue will serve as the new hub for a regional marketing initiative that will embrace cooperation and support with our neighbors to the north. The improvements that we are making are not abstract plans on paper. They are visible in our streets, in our businesses, our events, and in the people who continue to show up and invest their time and energy into our community and advocate for and build a more accessible and inclusive Bellevue. And this is what it looks like when county investment meets local momentum. Bellevue was already doing the work, and these grants that we are celebrating today help that work go further and last longer. Small local investments like these add up to real economic impact. We're also a little windy, in case you need a respite on a hot day. We're a little windy. It's a great place. We have a lot of good shade too. But this helps us understand more the impact for our residents, for local spending, for our businesses, and it most of all expands our belief in what's possible for a borough like ours. Thank you again to the county, to ACED, to our elected officials, and to the numerous residents and volunteers who make these events possible, and for our borough administration who believes so deeply in Bellevue's potential. I am so excited for what lies ahead for Bellevue, and especially here on Lincoln Avenue. And please join me in welcoming Jordan Boda, our county councilperson for District 13.
Good morning, everyone. I have to apologize in advance. I feel like a thorn in a field of roses up here with all the speakers. But it's great to be here in Bellevue, and thank you, Mayor, for having us. I honestly can't think of a better place to talk about Main Street Allegheny, because Bellevue really understands what it means to build economic success around community. So I represent about 40 neighborhoods in District 13, anywhere from Morningside to Southside, Northside, but basically all the sides. And every one of them has its own community groups, volunteers, and people who are constantly pushing to make things better. But Bellevue's the only borough that I represent in the district. Everything else is in the city of Pittsburgh. And to me, that's really special. I also lived just over the border in Brighton Heights for a couple of years, so I spent a lot of time over here. Shout out to China Sea for nights that I didn't want to cook. And Bellevue was and still is one of those places that you come because it feels welcoming, local, and alive. And I think that's really what Main Street Allegheny is all about. So far, over 20 Main Street Allegheny projects have been funded in my district, and they cover a little bit of everything. Public art, community festivals, farmers markets, holiday events, neighborhood markets, and projects that just give people more reasons to come together and support their local economy. And I would like to take this opportunity to formally and publicly apologize to Director Connolly. I think that out of the more than 20 projects, I probably signed letters of support for half of them. And I probably bothered you more than any other council person, so thank you very much for putting up with me. And then of course there's the Lincoln Avenue Streetscapes project. This is a big one. It's going to improve sidewalks, curbs, drainage, ADA crossings, and the roadway between Meade and Sheridan. But more importantly, it's going to make Lincoln Avenue safer, easier to use, and more attractive for residents, visitors, and the more than 150 businesses along the corridor. That's the kind of project that improves daily life and supports local businesses at the same time. And it also has the added benefit that now Borough Manager Kelly is not going to kill me for not advocating for this and trying to get it done. I talked to my insurance broker this morning. He said my premiums are going down. He's a little bit disappointed, but and there are a lot more projects coming through the implementation grant. And of course, events and activation grants are still open on a rolling basis, and I'm excited to see what this program has yet to come. And I promise that I will keep my letters of support to 3 or so dozen or less from here on. I want to thank County Executive Innamorato for her leadership in launching this program, and Director Connolly and the entire economic development team for making it all work. This kind of investment matters because economic development is not only about landing one giant project. It's a patchwork. It's about sidewalks, storefronts, festivals, public art, markets, and the places where people see their neighbors and invest in a vibrant local economy. They say all politics is local, which might be true, but I think that the lion's share of economic success is also local. And I'm glad to be here in Bellevue here today to celebrate that. This project is about helping communities feel like themselves, but sometimes they just need a helping hand. And Main Street Allegheny is that helping hand. Now please give a hand to a very hard-working member of our state legislature who fights for you in projects like these in Harrisburg every day, my friend, Representative Emily Kincaid.
You make me feel short. Thank you all for being here. I don't want to, belabor what has been said. This is an incredible investment, not just for Bellevue, but for Allegheny County. And in a space where we saw a huge drop in our population because of disinvestment from businesses like the steel mills and people leaving, this kind of investment from our leadership at the county level draws people back. It brings people back to the community. And if you know the story of Pittsburgh and the story of people from Pittsburgh, you know that we love to boomerang back to this area. I was just in Chicago and at a conference, and I met a woman who is moving to Pittsburgh because her husband's family is from Pittsburgh, and it's sort of the very Pittsburgh story. And we are providing with this investment a reason for people to come back, to raise their families here, to invest in our communities. And I think, as has been said, Bellevue is such a great example of what happens when you have a really exuberant community, very excited to invest in their neighbors, invest in their community, and a vision for what that can look like. And credit to Bonafide Bellevue, to Bellevue Forward, to Northgate School District, and to all the staff and workers at the Borough of Bellevue who have come together and created a vision. So now there is a bicycle shop where you can buy affordable bikes that have been refurbished so that your kids can donate their bikes back and those bikes can find new life in Bellevue Bicycles. We have down at Suburban General a once mothballed hospital that is a hub of innovation and is bringing businesses into this area and also bringing access to medical care back to this area. We have the Mother's Milk Bank, which is going to relocate its headquarters just down the street. We have a 2.3 square mile school district in Northgate that is punching well above its weight class in delivering for the students in this community. And all of that is because Bellevue, Avalon care about their communities, because the residents of Allegheny County care, and they want to see this as a place that people can grow and learn and thrive. And this investment from Allegheny County, from the county executive, from the Allegheny County Economic Development Authority is really putting the money where people have been asking for it. And you see just this remarkable growth and a real thriving invitation for more businesses to come, for more people to come to our community and realize what is so remarkable and what is so special about living here in Allegheny County, and especially living in the 20th district where everyone should be. So, whether it's a cat cafe or, a vintage clothing store or a bookstore or a really
fantastic. If you have any pets, pet store that can give you all the supplies that you need and all of the advice that you need on those supplies. Great restaurants. Allegheny County is here to make sure that people love where they live and that they're thriving, and for generations to come we are thriving and inviting more people to share in that. And I will turn it over now back to Director Connolly to tell us where we're going.
Thank you, Representative Kincaid. So we've heard all the outcomes on this program and what it's yielding across the county. I'm just to spend a few minutes getting into the details on the structure, what's happened, how it's funded, and what you can expect to see here soon. So just some background, as you know, our Economic Development Department deploys federal, state, and local funds. We support housing, business development, and planning. So over the last 2 years, our team has worked intentionally to align those resources with community needs. That has included prioritizing Main Street revitalization projects through CDBG, through demo money, and wherever is possible. With our partners at the Health Department and other county agencies, under the leadership of County Executive Innamorato, we're finding new ways of supporting businesses, small businesses, and communities. But we also knew that that wasn't enough. County Executive Innamorato expanded our capacity by directing flexible resources through the 2025 and 2026 county capital budgets, adding $3 million specifically for Main Streets and small businesses. This is actually the first time that our department has had resources at this scale, and we're leveraging them because we know that every dollar invested locally yields significant return. So Main Street Allegheny is funded in part through federal CDBG dollars, county capital dollars, and then tourism revenue, so hotel tax revenue. We have allocated $5 million to launch this reimagined program. That's the $1 million that you heard about for community events and activations. There are still funds left, and so if you have an event that's happening this year, please apply. $1.4 million for the implementation projects that were announced today that are on the map that likes to move around. So those are all marked there. $500,000 annually for 3 years for capacity building and technical assistance. $500,000 to expand our Open for Business program, which is a program administered by Paramount Pursuits. They're able to provide free legal assistance, business planning, and other assistance to small businesses. And then $1.6 million to capitalize new defined small business loans and grant funds. And this year was a pilot. We will refine the events and activation grants and implementation grants to ensure that they are efficient, accessible, and impactful with your feedback. The technical assistance applications, as the county executive remarked, they opened today. I want to thank Fourth Economy, Maya is here, and Evolve, who are our partners on that program. If you're a Main Street district that is thinking about market analyses, a business district plan, please check out that application on our website today. Communities will be selected this fall, and then our small business grants and loans will be rolling out in the coming weeks. Because tourism dollars fuel part of this work, we are intentionally investing in the places that already make Allegheny County vibrant: business districts, cultural hubs, and long-standing community traditions. This program exists because of your input. You asked for implementation funding, we created it. You asked for hands-on assistance, and applications open today. And you've asked for multiple pathways to strengthen your business districts, and these programs deliver those. Just as important, though, what we heard is that you want to be a part of a community of practitioners that are confronting these issues. You need space to share ideas, collaborate, and celebrate progress. So we hope that today you will join us for lunch, that you can meet a new friend and someone who can share a lesson learned in this work. We are the lucky ones that got to read all of your proposals, and we know that many of the national best practices actually already exist here in Allegheny County. So please tell your story and share your lessons learned. There are amazing, innovative things happening here, and we're so grateful. And none of this would be possible without our ACED team. So please join me in giving our team, who designed, launched, and implemented a multi-pronged program in months. I want to thank Maggie Wynn, who is the program manager, who many of you have worked with. Big thanks to Maggie. She started working on Main Street Allegheny on her first day. So it's trial by fire, and she's done a great job. Elissa Danello, our operations and fiscal teams. A big thank you to Michael Carroll, our public information officer, and Josie Schultz with A to Z Communications, who helped bring this event Kyle Chintalopoli, who's our Redevelopment Authority Board Chair, who provides leadership and support to making sure these programs are possible. I did want to also thank Mary McKinney-Flaherty, who is here representing Mayor Corey O'Connor's office. They have been a significant partner. We were so excited to activate the events and activation grants. It's not always that we can fund programming in the city because of the types of funding that we have that are duplicative, but with this more flexible capital, we've been able to support the work that Mary's doing in building thriving main streets in the city of Pittsburgh as well. So I will not keep you away from lunch and the party any longer. Thank you to our municipal leaders, volunteers, small businesses, partners, and thank you to County Executive Innamorato for championing this work and giving us the resources to make this possible. We are so proud of what's been accomplished, but we are more excited for what's ahead. So thank you. We will take any questions here off to the side, but we do want to encourage, our team will be leading folks. Please head right around the corner to lunch and refreshments. We will have our staff there who can answer questions on the program, provide updates that you may need, but we will see you over there shortly. So thank you.